Hello, Fred. Good morning.
This is what life is like every day for Gary Fuerzas. He hosts a daily radio show in a troubled area of the southern Philippines.
Good morning, Cotabato. Atong isigutan karong buntagang
He
kabahin diri
says
sa
there have been
nakatabay
7
mabalin
attempts on
diri
his life
sa
over the
Davao
past few
Doctors
years.
Hospital. Nakatanggap ako ng sulat na may laman na bala.
Once I received a letter with a bullet inside an envelope. I was told if I don't stop my commentaries, they'll put me in my place. It's hard to be a broadcaster here. If you don't know how to carry an issue, you will get into trouble, serious trouble.
Ayo ang investigation.
His hard-hitting show often attacks those who are in power. He considers himself lucky to still be alive.
When President Benigno Aquino took office in 2010, he vowed to solve the long-standing problems of impunity and extrajudicial killings in the country. But 3 years on, at least 22 journalists have already been killed, and not a single conviction has been made since.
In the Philippines, media ownership is widely concentrated in the hands of prominent families and businesses. As a result, majority of the news reports are considered biased and reflect the interests of the few individuals who happen to control it. Although freedom of speech and freedom of the press are explicitly stated in the 1987 Constitution, the government in the Philippines is constantly criticized for failing to honor this thoroughly. Further proof of this censorship has become evident through violence against journalists and political activists.
2011, one of the deadliest non-war zones is the Philippines. Out of 77 killed journalists, 75 were murdered, primarily for reporting on political issues and corruption. In 41% of cases, journalists were tortured before being murdered, and yet in only 9% of cases was anybody convicted or prosecuted.